Bees are a crucial part to keeping the environment alive, but in many places, they're disappearing. Alexa Liacco visited one mountain town where a dog is helping save the bees.
Darwin search.
He may not have a PhD, but you're looking at a dedicated scientist.
He's having the best time of his life.
And if you can get him to sit still, you'll learn.
This is America's first conservation detection dog, Darwin, the bee dog. He is the only dog in America that specializes in finding bumblebee nests.
Every day, Darwin suits up.
Here, goggles.
And he and his owner, researcher Jacqueline Staub, look for underground bee nests in the mountains of Colorado.
There is nothing like an alpine meadow in the middle of the summer, just covered in wildflowers. Like, this place is just a dream to work.
Her beautiful office abuzz with information only Darwin can uncover.
Not a lot is known about bumblebee nesting because they're so hard to find. And basically the only way you can find an exact location of a bumblebee nest is just serendipitously stumbling upon one, or detection dogs, which is why he's so important.
Darwin sniffs out the material the nests are made of, giving his signature point when he's found his target.
Good boy!
He's fetching data Jacqueline and her team from Appalachian State University in North Carolina never dreamed they could find.
Bombus incognitus. You can look it up.
The nests Darwin finds show Jacqueline how these bees survive harsh conditions and what flowers they like.
This is the nesting material that he's looking for.
Every discovery precious to preserving these pollinators.
You need to know all the pieces of the puzzle. If you're going to save a species, you can't just focus on one thing that they need.
Especially when there's been a lot less buzzing happening across the country.
A third of bumblebee species right now are facing decline.
So what are some of the reasons that bees are disappearing?
So there's actually a lot going against them right now. So as we all know, the big one, climate change.
Bees are losing their land to people through agriculture and expanding cities. But without these bees, one study found the crops they pollinate, like cherries, blueberries, apples, and watermelon, could struggle to survive.
Losing bees creates a trickle-down effect. Without bees pollinating the plants, we lose plant diversity. Without plants, we lose the animals. And suddenly, this entire ecosystem looks completely different.
There's going to be a wide range of ecological consequences.
So that's why Jacqueline wanders the woods for hours each day, looking for tiny holes in the earth. It's these windows to a different world that can help turn a sour situation sweet.
If we really start working now and working towards preserving the pollinators, preserving land, figuring out what they need for nesting, it's not all doom and gloom. Like, we can work together and preserve our precious native pollinators. You the best bee boy? Yeah.
Especially with man's best friend lending a helping paw. For The Race, I'm Alexa Liacco.
Thank you for joining us this week for our conversation about issues impacting the environment. Join us next week. Our topic is military.
When they tell you that you can't do this or you can't do that, this is a place of can.
Oh, my arms are burning out!
We'll take you to a gym that's helping disabled veterans get stronger. Until then, from St. James Parish, Louisiana, I'm Chris Stewart, and this is The Race.